Hi Bibies and welcome to my channel. My name is CarmiMua and I know you might have forgotten about it because it has been a hot minute since I uploaded. I believe it's already over a week. But let me tell you, and I'm gonna give you like the smallest ever excuse because there are no excuses. I did not have time and I did not have any footage ready, and I decided spontaneously to go on holiday. Amazing. To Italy to just like visit my family. I feel like I really missed them lately. I don't know with who I was talking. I think it was like some of like Dan's friends that would just end up like having a drink at the pub. Team non-alcoholic drink here. And I was just like talking to them and they were like, oh, you know, I haven't seen my mom in so long, I haven't seen my dad in so long, la la la. And really made me feel like I should try to make more time in my life to just enjoy them, as well as like my sister is very young, she's like 22, but she's already like, she has a very good mindset, like she has her own business, she's planning to buy her own house, and I feel like if I wait too long, she's really gonna end up having like 50 kids, 50 husbands, as well as like not having time for me anymore. There are no times like very sad, but that is kind of like my thought process. So I spontaneously just Googled and got myself a ticket, and I ended up being in Italy last week. So yes, if you've not seen me like anywhere on Instagram, Twitter and all that jazz, all that good, is because I really switched off all my social medias. That does not mean that I do not love you, because you guys know I love you so much, and I'm really excited for what is coming in the next few months, because in the next few 2-3 weeks I am gonna like work so hard for some secret project, as well as I'm going on holiday again. My life is so good right now, like I'm absolutely enjoying it. You guys probably already know, I know this is coming like a very long talkative video, but I missed you, so I'm just gonna fill you in with a few stuff. But we are gonna start makeup like literally super soon. So what's gonna happen is I'm in London for the next 2.5 weeks. I have back-to-back filming with my own studio, as well as for Revolution, as well as for something else that I cannot wait. Then I'm away again. I'm celebrating, like not me, but like my family is celebrating my dad's 50th. So he's taking away to Croatia. So if you guys are from Croatia, please let me know down below, because we are like to some like hotel resort or something, but probably I'm gonna drive around because we gonna have our cars. So if you guys are around somewhere or you can have like great places, please let me know. I think we're going to Porridge, I think it's called Porrick. I'm not 100% sure how it's pronounced. That is on kind of like the north-south, like the north of Croatia, the north-south. It really doesn't make sense. So yes guys, a lot is happening, as well. Like I am a little bit more fit. You guys know I've been working so hard on going back to my normal routine, like my body, eating healthy again, drinking plenty of water, as well as like sugar-free energy drink. Like let's just face it, like that is literally my only vice. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do any crappy thing, but chocolate was my drug. So yeah, I am back on eating really healthy. I know a lot of you guys have asked me to make a video about it, and I'm thinking to create some sort of like story video or something. I don't want you guys to feel when I do it that you have to follow step by step, because I know that works for me. So I'm kind of planning to do more like an inspirational video, more than just like follow this step, because I feel like you guys know personally your body strength, as well as like how to do like you kind of like looking after. I'm not starving myself. I do want to point that one out, because I did get a lot of messages of people saying like you've not been eating. Yes, I've just got on literally anything there is fatty, any sugar, no more like sweets and chocolate, as well as like bread and pasta, but I eat constantly. The only way to lose weight and still look healthy and still feel good is by eating. So I'm gonna talk about that in a long time. I know this is probably like the longest intro ever, but I feel like I've not been seeing you guys and talk to you guys for forever. So I guess we should just start this video, and I'm super excited because I did ask you on the previous one if you guys wanted kind of like a revisit of my monthly favorite, if you wanted me to like going back to my old drawers and pick some of the stuff. Let me tell you, I'm super excited. I did check, none of this makeup is expired, so yes, I'm not gonna have any skin issue except this beautiful pimple underneath my brow. So gorgeous. So I guess if you guys want to know what do I think one more time about my old monthly favorites, are they still good products? Are they still things that I will recommend with my eyes closed? Please keep on watching. Alright babies, so let's just start, and the first product that I do have is this Nivea cream. Now this one is the Sensitive Post Shaving Balm. Now let's just all raise our hands up if we did purchase this one because of Nikki tutorials, because I sure did. Like I remember it was, how many years ago? Like 3 or 4 years ago, Nikki was like talking about this, and I went to my local supermarket that at the time was like a 24-hour supermarket. And I literally just ran and bought it. Now I'm gonna take literally this much. I have to say I used to really like this. Like there was a time when I used to like use this one as a primer, but because you guys know me, I test a lot of makeup. Like I tend to switch kind of often. Now I do remember that I did like it. The smell and the scent of like men does disappear, to be honest with you. In the next like not even 5 minutes, it's completely gone. I have dry skin, and I know if you Bibies have been here for forever, you know you're sick and tired of me hearing that I have dry skin. Hello BB pin. Yeah, I just want to point it out there that on my oiliness and my dryness, it does work beautifully. So, foundation and concealer. Now, this one was a little bit of a battle because you guys know I tend to test a lot of foundation as well as a lot of like face product and concealers. But there is one foundation that I've not used in a long time because I don't know why, because I found that I have so many that they're like super amazing. But this one over here, there is the Fit Me by Maybelline in the shade 220. I do really like it. I did actually put it onto like my top 10 foundation, and I'm thinking to actually do it again very soon because I've tested out a ton since that video and things have might changed. I do really like this one over here. It's just a kind of foundation that is good, but it's not like whoa, like I need it all the time. That's the reason why it's not always with me. And for concealer, this one over here, no surprise, it is probably for me one of the best concealer onto the drugstore, and is the Revolution Conceal and Define. Now with shades, I'm going between like C7 and C6. My 7 is finished, so we're gonna use 6. Now I am a little bit scared that this foundation is not gonna work because I did, as I said, went on holiday, so I tanned a little bit. So wish me luck. I am gonna try to fix my face. So this is what we're looking at so far. Definitely have to say the coverage is great. You guys know me, I love me some good high coverage. I will kind of very quickly point it out that the foundation on my forehead didn't really like settle in beautifully. The rest actually does look quite nice. Concealer did do a very good job. Color wise, I think we're just like right. But yeah, I think so far so good. So let me just move on with a little bit of contouring and highlighting. So I'm gonna be using this palette over here. There is from the LA Girl, the Blush Collection Glow. Now I used this one a few times after being obsessed for so long. Like, you know, like you do a video and you just feel like this is so good, and then you actually use it like a couple of more times, and then so much more makeup comes around. So it has been a hot minute since I'd used it, but I do remember that I do really like this kind of like bronzer looking one. So I'm gonna take this one to just like give me a little bit of contouring. Also, if you Bibies have followed me lately, you know that I stopped using powder to set my foundation because I have dry skin, as I said probably a million times already, so I'm sorry. But lately I've been really kind of like letting my kind of foundation glow a little bit more, because I find it that during the day actually doesn't get any oiliness or anything. So I'm just gonna like contour all my areas. And then for eyeliner, I have another one. There is this Milani over here. Now this one is so beautiful, it's absolutely stunning. I did actually use it a lot, and I love how the pattern is still there. There is like a little bit of like indents around, but the pattern is there and it's beautiful. And this one is the Strobe Light in Day Glow, the 02. Absolutely loving this color. I did also manage to get the 01, but I didn't like it as much. I think this is way better. So what I'm gonna do, let me do contouring and highlighting real quick, and then we're gonna move into our eyes. Ooh. So we have finished our skin, and now it's time to move to the eyes. As you guys probably seen already, I've done my brows real quick, and to be honest with you, everything that I used to use before, and it was into my monthly favorite, is things that I personally don't use anymore, don't own anymore, because some of them I give them away, and some others they were kind of expired, because my evolution on brows is pretty major. Like I used to do like big falcon eyebrows, like super defined, a lot of pomades, a lot of gel, a lot of powder, like literally my brows used to take me like half an hour. When now I'm really embracing like a natural brow. It's literally just a little bit of brow mascara, and I do use the Milani, is my favorite. If you don't have like a Milani like availability around you, they do sell it online. If not, another one that is really good, there is a little bit more pricier, but I do feel is amazing as well, it is the Benefit Gimme Brows. Them two are my absolutely favorite. So pretty much just like take the spoolie and just brush my brows and it's done. So yes. So let's just move to one of the most exciting part. There is the eyes, the eyeshadow. Now, I've tested so many palettes. Like, I can't even keep count anymore on how many palettes I put to the test with you. We have loved, we have hate, we have questions ourselves quite a lot. So, picking one palette was pretty impossible, but there is one that you guys are keeping asking me to do more tutorials. I don't know, it sounds so cheesy, but it is my palette with Revolution. You guys are keep asking me, and I really want to do it. Like, that's the thing, is like, if it was for me, I would do so many looks every single time. I just don't want you guys to feel like you're over it and you're bored of it. So I've seen you guys wanted me, and I'm gonna be here doing it. Now, very quickly, this is also now available in the US, as well as in a lot of other countries, like Italy, Germany, Spain, the Netherlands, like pretty much is everywhere. Right now is everywhere online. It will be at a few stores very soon, but I will keep you up to date maybe in the next like few weeks, maybe like even few months. As soon as I know more, I will let you know. But now it's becoming a lot easier to get it if you are outside the UK. So this is the palette. Do I know what I want to do? No, I have not prepared anything. All I know is that I really want to use the medium, because I feel like I have not used this color in a very long time. So I'm kind of feeling smoky eye with the medium on it. So I guess we should just cue the music. It's gonna be a very pretty simple, easy tutorial, like nothing too complicated. If I ever do anything that is a little bit more like advanced, not that I really do that, to be honest with you, I will do do a step by step, but I feel like with a little bit of enjoyable music, you can follow me and we can do that. And today I'm gonna also teach you, because I saw a lot of your messages on how to put lashes on. So let's just do this beautiful palette, and then we're gonna move into lashes, and I'm gonna teach you my step by step, my secrets when it comes to lashes. So. So we have completed our eyeshadows, and it was so simple. One transition shade, black all over the lid, and underneath a little bit of this blue. And when I mean a little bit, I mean a lot, because it looks beautiful. And in a corner highlighter, and just kind of like diffuse it into this blue, like you've seen it. That was so easy. So let's just move with lashes. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I got a lot of questions, I got a lot of requests about lashes and how to apply properly, like what's the way I do apply them. Now, I've never really changed the way I do it. That's the reason why I don't show it as much on camera. So today we are gonna take it back to a 101. You know, we're gonna chat today. So I'm gonna use my favorite lovable lashes. Now, this one over here are in the style Victoria. You know, lovable lashes is my favorite brand, not only because Bessie is the CEO, but also because I have a discount code that saves you 15% off, and the lashes are absolutely stunning. Now, this one over here are kind of like a feather lash that start from small and ends up bigger, so it kind of gives you more like a fan effect. We are gonna take a gem, so all you need is literally like tweezers and glue. Any glue will pretty much work. So what I normally do is I close the box like so, open my glue, and just dot a little bit onto the cap over here so that we have a little bit of glue. I pretty much do it all the time. I tend to always do like on caps as well as like inside like the containers, only because I remember where I put it, and once it's dry it's so easy to remove it. So we are taking one of the lashes, and this step is important that you don't ruin them, so make sure you go little by little. Now, this one are already pre-trimmed perfectly for my eye shape. If not, I always suggest to just like trim the outside, because if you start to trim on the inside when it's like a lot smaller, you end up with a very long hair lash on the center. So if you ever have to trim a lash, always from the outside towards in. So we have our beautiful lash over here. Now, this one is very flexible, and you can feel it when you have your two fingers, and you can just like move it a little bit. More flexible is the lash, easier it's going to be to actually put it on. You're not going to have any problem whatsoever. If the lash band is too hard, it's going to take kind of a lot of time, as well as you probably will need an eyeliner. Today I'm not doing eyeliner so that I can really show you what it looks like. So I'm taking the Duo glue box, and this is our lash. I am slightly taking a little bit of the glue and just put it on to the lash line. A little bit does go a long way, guys, so don't too much, but enough that you can really see like the white strip of lash. Then what I tend to do is I pin back my tweezers, and I just like wait to let it dry. Probably about 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds max, because you want to make sure the glue, it does get tacky, but not too dry that it doesn't attach, and not too wet because it just won't set and it just could end up ruin all your eye look. So take your time. If it is your own one and you're not doing it on anybody else, you can blow it on it. If you're doing it on people, do not blow it. That is cross-contamination, that is bacterial, that's dirtiness, except if they request it, and if they do so, that's filthy. So I'm gonna very quickly wait until it's a little bit tacky, and normally what I do is you can definitely get to see that the white, it becomes slightly more clear. Then as well, like as you're getting used to with a specific lash glue, you know your timing right, you know what it looks like after a bit. If you are kind of like with a new glue, you need to see it. It's always a bit tricky with new things. What I normally do is, I feel like now it's pretty much ready. I put it first back on the back of my hands over here, and I kind of do like a 1-2. Then I feel like there is no much glue left, and I start. So I tend to like keep my chin up. I do have a mirror over here, and I just position this one on the center. So I leave that on the center. The next step is I'm gonna pull it slightly to do my outer corner, like so. Well done. And then I do my inner corner and I just put it down. If you do have a smaller mirror, like a close-up mirror, it does help a little bit the actual positioning. So you just wanna like put it there, like so, and just like press your little lash, and that is our lash. Now what I tend to do is wait another like 10-15 seconds to make sure it is nice and down, and the glue has also like dried out even more. And next, it depends on like how I feel and depending on how long my nails. These are quite short, so I can also do with my fingers. I tend to like press it, so I press the center bit first, then I do the inner corner, so I press really tight, and then I do the outer corner as well. So press. And then what I do is I keep my finger here and I close my eyes. So that when you close it, the lash will curl up a little bit, like so. And here we have the little lash. This is how you put on a lash. Now again, this is one of many techniques. This works beautifully for me. So what I'm gonna do my other eyes real quick, put a little bit of mascara, and then it's lip time. Ooh, I wanna kiss everybody today. Alright babies, so we're now gonna move into the lips. Our last step of the day, and I'm gonna talk to you about like literally the OG of any lip product that I've ever put on my lips. One that has changed my life, because this over here, the KnSDXe Ghoulish, was probably the first ever matte liquid lipstick. Like I seriously, if I think about my matte liquid lipstick obsession, it's all because of this. This has been literally bay to the next level. It's actually also helped me to get into the PR list of LA Splash, as well as like having a discount code with them and work closely with them. So this little bullet over here has really done wonder. I think it's also time to get a new one, because it's as old as me, but it still works. I just need to open it, and you guys know I have no strength no more. Also, the smell is beautiful. I absolutely love LA Splash Old Smell as well, because they smell like paint, and I know that sounds really weird, but I love it. And I love the fact that like the old applicator, how long it is, when now they are so good. Like now the new applicator of LA Splash is next level to perfection, but I do also like the old one. Gave me such a good memories. So let me put this one real quick on, and then we are gonna see how the finished look is all about. Let's just lippy. Ooh. Alright babies, so the look is completed. I do have to say, this beautiful soft lips really help to kind of like keep the focus on the eye, but still kind of give me like a little bit of a a lip, a kissable lip. Now before I'm gonna end this tutorial, that was it really a tutorial? It was more like a chatty one, to be honest. I'm gonna do some setting spray and I'm gonna use the Primark PS Primer Water. You guys have seen it earlier when I did use it to damp my brush to do the medium, so the blue color. So let me just do a 1-2 just all over around. And I do like it because it does smell like roses and it's £2 and I still love it, so yes. But yeah, this is the final look. Great news, my Bibi, next week I'm getting my hair did because they really need it. They literally need so much attention right now because I don't even know what to do with them anymore. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys are back today, and I want to say one more time, sorry if I've been gone, but I promise you I'm gonna be back with my normal schedule, with my normal YouTube videos with you, my beeps, because I missed you. Like literally, I miss when I don't get like to connect with you so much. It just drives me bananas and I love to be here. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below in the comment. I can't wait to see all your beautiful messages, as well as give me a good thumbs up and stay subscribed because why not? Please stay subscribed. And as well, share this video. Help me reach the Bibi family that we love and deserve, because we are the best up in here. And always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome. I got my hands down my pants and I don't care.